Hey, this is John Bohlinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're taking a first look at the brand new PRS S2 Special Semi-Hollow. So before I tell you all about this amazing guitar, take a second to subscribe below and we'll keep you up to date with all the great new gear that's out there. So here's our recording it. I've got a couple pedals on the ground and that's running into my old 1970 Super Reverb, and that's going into an Apollo and out to you all into Logic. So I'm really excited that PRS is doing this guitar. This is a body that I really love. In fact, in 2014, I was on this big stadium tour and I treated myself to this one because I guess it's kind of an earlier version of what they're doing. This is the S2 Custom from 2014. And it was had such variety, really kind of a Swiss Army knife, so it worked great on the road. As you can see, my tech did a hell of a job keeping that pickup in place. It took a few bumps in the back of a semi. But anyway, great guitar, and this has been kind of an important part of my arsenal, so I'm really glad that they brought this one out with this different pickups. I like those pickups, but having this Narrowfield in the middle and then having these two switches that give you a single coil, kind of a tapped sound is just amazing. So let's get into that a little bit. So the humbuckers are PRS's own 5815 LTs. And I find them very PAF-ish, for lack of a better word, but they just really sing. And I think what's the most important thing about this guitar is PRS has cracked the code on getting a humbucker to sound very single coily. So here it is in the bridge, just straight into this amp. But with the flip of this switch, you're now in single coil land. Let me put on a little compressor with that. And to me, it's just very authentic. For me, and this is just my own, personal taste, I love humbuckers dirty. When you're really getting filthy, it's great to have a humbucker. But that single coil thing to me is a little easier to plug into any amp and get something that kind of cuts and sounds where I like it. Totally nails it. To me, that sounds like a single coil. And then back on the humbucker. I mean, just great. And of course, you heard the dirt on the way in. Or with just a little bit of drive. Just great. Then put it back on that single coil. To me, it's almost got the kind of big telly kind of thing. Okay, so that is that's the bridge. The neck, I think, is equally luscious. Get it on that kind of clean thing. Just great, right? Okay, so that was the single coil in the neck. Here is the humbucker. Just great. I mean, that's just jazzy goodness. And of course, when you get to the you know, how dreamy is that? And this Narrowfield in the middle is just such a great tone. And then if you put a little dirt on it, it's totally got that kind of Bonnie Raitt thing. That is a lot of tones in one guitar. I love the variety of, like, okay, here is the neck as a single coil mixed with the middle. Then you go to a humbucker. Just that little extra bit of beef is just great. Same thing with the bridge. Here is the middle position of these two. Here it is, single coil. Here it is, humbucker. A little bit of dirt, it even gets more interesting. Here it is, single. Humbucker. So the whammy bar is that same patented PRS tremolo they've been using for years, and it is just, I think, one of the most expressive you're going to find. It seems like you can just get that sweet stuff, but then get the real. It's great. So coupled with these phase 3 locking tuners, it is, you know, pretty much dead on. So the rosewood fingerboard, the 10 radius, and just the shape of this neck, it's all really, really comfortable. It's kind of got that hot roddy, I don't know, feel to it. It's just a really, I mean, really easy guitar to play. it's almost too easy. Like my stuff's a little more jacked up than this, and it just plays so well and sounds so good. Double action truss rod for maybe that's how they dial it in so well. And another ingredient I really love is the nitro finish. I think nitro feels better. I think it sounds better. Maybe it's in my head, but I think it does. And it looks great. And I like the way nitro ages. So when this thing is 15, 16 years old like my other one, it's gonna look like it's lived a life. It's going to look and sound even better. So good on you, PRS. You've made an absolute pro instrument that covers a ton of bases, and it's really light. I really like that. So to read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com or have the magazine sent right to your home. While you're online, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, all that social media crap. In the meantime, I'm just going to play you out with a little something loopy.